Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this video is a little bit different to the ones I usually make. So this is just a heart dissection we did at class, and I did a vote on Instagram and mostly everyone wanted to see this video. So I've cut off all the useless parts where we were just, messing around trying to find out where everything was, and I've kept all the main parts, and I'll show you where the parts of the heart is and everything. So yeah. Before we get on, make sure to support this channel by subscribing. We've just gone ahead and washed the heart and rinsed it from inside as well to get rid of all the blood clots so it doesn't stink too much. Now we're just trying to figure out where we're supposed to start by cutting off the heart. So the teacher told us that we're supposed to cut off all the fat that is a different color to the heart, so just the pinkish purplish bit. So we're just trying to cut that open and see what's inside. We also decided to use scissors instead of a knife because the knife was quite hard to use and the scissor was easier since the walls were really thick. We just got that piece out and we're sticking our fingers inside to see how thick the wall is to identify the left and right side of the heart. Left walls are usually thicker since the blood is coming from the lungs, and the right ones are thinner since the blood is coming from the rest of the body. So if we look at it right now, when we put both of our fingers in, our left is the left side of the heart and my right is the right side of the heart. Now we're just trying to figure out which artery is what. So I accidentally cut off the pulmonary vein before. As you can see, it's on the plate on the left, but the top two is the aorta and the pulmonary artery. We're putting our finger in the aorta to see what side of the heart it goes to, and we can see that our finger ends up in the left side of the heart. We can see here our fingers coming out of the other side into the left side of the heart, so this vein is definitely the aorta. Now we're actually cutting open the heart vertically so we can see the ventricles and the atriums properly from inside. The wall again is really thick, so it's hard to cut, but we finally did cut it open, and we can also see some of the valves that are used in the heart. So what we're pointing at right now is the tricuspid valve in the left side of the heart, and we also pulled some of the strings around it and it was quite thick and strong. The valves do look quite delicate, but we did pull a bit of it and it was really strong. Now we're just looking through the aorta to just see how the valve works. You can see our finger moving up and down and blocking the aorta. That's basically how the valves work as well. We just cut open the other side of the heart, which was the right side. You can see the difference in both the walls. So on the right side, the wall's much thinner than the left side. Walls on the left side are more thicker because they need to absorb the pressure at which the blood is coming into the heart. We're now putting our finger through the vena cava to see if it comes out of the right side of the heart, and it does. So that vein is the vena cava. Vena cava brings the blood into the heart from the other cells of the body, and you can see here how the vein is. This video's left is the aorta and the right of it is the vena cava. We're cutting it more across the bottom so we can see the atrium and the ventricle properly. So what you can see on the screen right now is the left side of the heart. So the top of it is the atrium and the bottom is ventricle, and in the middle you can see the valves. Now trying to find out where we need to cut to see the right side of the heart. This is again the left side of the heart, and we're just trying to figure out where the valves are. So we can see the tricuspid valve there. And now this side is the left side, and we can see the bicuspid valve where the scissors pointing to. We also just found out that the septum is also in the middle of the heart, which is where the aorta and the pulmonary vein go through. This is the right side of the heart, and this is the left side of the heart. So as you can see, they're really different to each other, and that's also the septum. We're now cutting the other sides off to have better access of the septum and to also see what's inside of it. This is what the septum looks like basically, and it's also a muscle that separates the left and right side of the heart. We're cutting through the septum now to see what it looks like inside. Here we can see that through the septum there's a hole, so that's where the pulmonary vein or the aorta blood goes through. And we also just found the semilunar valve. It's supposed to make a moon shape. So I don't know if you can see, but it was making a moon shape then. So that was a semilunar valve. Now we're just going to do one final round on what everything. That's the aorta, which the finger's going through. The bicuspid valve is under the aorta. This is all on the left side of the heart. That's the semilunar valve. Venacava, what the finger's going through now. We cut everything off, but that's the right atrium and the ventricle, and the other side's the left atrium and ventricle.